what you do isn't bad. Could have been worse, end up in a hearse. Talking to nobody, somebody's thrilled. End up getting grilled, temporary fix, now you living with the guilt. Feel it over and over, looking over your shoulder. You're gonna get it.
Hello and welcome to the Midwest Motorsports Road Series. I'm James J., joined by Adam Sondag. This is race 3 of the season. We're at the Red Bull Ring in Austria. F1 series is over and they made room for the real racing, the Midwest Motorsports Porsche Cup cars. And Adam, we're going to have some fun tonight, man. What do you think we're going to see?
Man, we saw a lot of off-tracks and drive-throughs last time we were here. This will be the second time that we've been here in this equipment, so folks should be a little more comfortable with understanding what their lines are going to be and where they can and can't trust. But it is a difficult track for anybody. Again, as I said last time we were here, Max Verstappen and the like are all getting laps deleted when they're trying to qualify. Here comes Michael O'Dell bringing the group to green.
And we're off. 10 corners.
The slight changes here, the curves are even more difficult for this car to handle after some updates. So guys will need to be careful. Think about the long race. Don't get into too much trouble.
And watch out for those sausages as the lights are already on the cars. So I think we'll be racing into the nighttime. So that means the track temperatures will stay under control. Hopefully that means the tire temperatures will also stay under control. We'll see if the drivers' temperatures can stay under control. Jason Wahlberg.
Just a little deep.
In a deep. Missed it. That's all it takes. With only 10 corners and short track, every little mistake, you really pay for it.
Yeah, last time we were here, the mistakes really were what made the difference in almost all the overtakes. You can see tires dipping off into the gravel there. Just a little bit of a bobble there, and that's enough to set somebody up to make their move. You can see all that gravel still dropping on the surface. Wide there for, I think that's Kyle. So you have to be mindful of the off tracks.
Yeah, for sure. The off tracks will add up.
Francis, and he's got Ian Bacaitis on the inside. They're almost 3-4 wide now, going into 1.
Christopher Rowe. Everybody stays within track limits.
What?
Look at that. Nick Moffitt as well. We're 3 wide through turn 3. You don't see that every day at the Red Bull Ring.
Not
Francis
very
Faustino
often.
inside Ian Bacaitis. 3 wide again. Look at Nick Moffitt deep on the brakes. Are they going to make it?
He did.
Oh my goodness. Look at these great driving.
We're watching
this
the Red
Midwest
Bull
Motorsports League.
the Red Bull
Really
500 here.
Yeah. I give so much credit to these drivers for give gap, take gap, leave space. Michael O'Dell, CJ Barzak almost a second behind.
As we watch the action here, quick rundown of how they started. Oh, it's not going to pull up for us. Sorry about that.
Oh, Moffitt around with Ian Bacaitis. No real wall contact.
Yeah, we'll have to see if the car-to-car contact was enough to cause an issue there.
Look at the gander, Taylor Montague, leading the AM division in front of Christopher Rowe for 4th overall. so far. Looks like they're really giving credit, leaving space, leaving respect, having respect for those sausage curves that you mentioned, Adam. Here's a
What
replay.
happens here?
Just the slightest touch. And then Wahlberg gets in the
Yeah,
back
that-
of Bacchus and
That might be it. We haven't said it in a while, but that might have been a netcode issue there. Just didn't look like they were close enough to cause an issue unless that was just Nick's rear tires giving out, losing that grip. But didn't look like they really did come together. So just something we
just
deal with here.
the slightest of touches, if anything, if not netcode.
Steve working his way up. Steve and Aaron Mitchell both had pit lane starts after incident responsibility from last week's race. But he's already found his way up into 11th position, so 5 positions up overall, 7th in class.
That wasn't Moffitt. It was that Aaron Mitchell or Troy Nissen. Saw a green car going around. It was not.
Okay, and yeah, and the green is Nick Moffitt. I'm not sure if anybody else had an issue. Troy Nissen, I believe, is also okay. There's Troy. He's also green this week.
Saw him make a slight mistake earlier. Maybe he had some help. Here he is, Troy Nissen with the black hood, red wheels. Got 2 cars right in front of him, Steve Ansel and...
Oh, just too much sausage.
Our first sausage victim.
Yeah, these cars especially after the updates in the system to the curbing and how that responds, reacts, and creates the feedback. It just asking a lot to have your tires that much onto them, different differentiations in grip, unsettling the car. So we saw that last race we were here. That same curb was where people lost positions for podium spots. So probably want to be a little bit easy on it.
That is the Wii machine right behind Wahlberg in the pros, who is I think it's the Wii machine, maybe not. Rick Bundren. Look at Rick holding his own here. P2 in the AM division. Yeah, thanks, Adam. Ron Kabilta's hot on his heels with Steve Ansel looking inside of... What a move, they made it. Wheel-to-wheel action.
Steve up 7 overall positions now. He tries to make this stick. Ron is going to try to... No, not close enough to make the cutback. Not trying to force too much going through this section. Just trying not to scrub too much speed and time, not to take too much out of the tires. Ron eating about just the right amount of curb. We talked to Ron last week about his goal of putting together consistent races and matching the speed with the results by keeping the car clean. How he's keeping that car from getting all the way up on top of those curbs. Just eliminate the risk. Gaining a 10th or 2 a lap doesn't really matter if you end up in the wall.
Right. Ron Kabiltas is your points leader. So as he was speaking about full season goals for Ron, He's off to about a 50-point lead over Justin Shoup in second and Ben Wall in third. Michael Odell slowly slipping away from CJ Barzak, but CJ's not going anywhere. Kyle Ryan right behind him, so 2 and 3 brothers. They can work together, reel Michael Odell in, or at least keep him within range. They've got about 3 seconds back to Christopher Rowe, in front of Christopher Rowe. This section here through the final 2 corners, turn 9 and turn 10, leading on to the front straightaway, real important. You have a lot of laps around the track, Adam?
Yeah, it's definitely one that you need to get a good feel for it in each particular car, especially as you navigate how much you can let off throttle and make the turn versus drag a little bit of brake, how much you can expect the car to stay on line as you come out of the final turn, or and avoid going wide. It is a trickier track than it seems for what the layout is, but the elevation, the grip, things go away quickly, and it's not very long until you're in the gravel looking the wrong way. See a little puff of dust there.
A couple of guys getting slowdowns, it looks like, or at least I'm not sure if the yellow flashing light on the timing tower means a slowdown or just an off track. But like you said, 15 off tracks is going to add up pretty quick. Leaders 1, 2, 3, 4 on the main straight.
Good
Everybody
evening
else following
to
behind.
Tim out on the golf course.
Living the dream.
Make sure you stay hydrated, Tim, in whatever way you see fit. Christopher Rowe tucked in behind Francis.
The battle for 4th and 5th. Francis Faustino still has the inside. You pull a Nico Rosberg and run Chris off the track? Nope. Leaves room. Drag race.
Hard to make that run without being able to get out onto the curbing there.
Yep. Oh, Francis closes in under brakes. Christopher Rowe gets a good exit. This corner right here is so many different ways to see it. Completely blind, descending, downhill, lots of runoff room, using every inch of the asphalt to get a good run. Looks like Christopher Rowe goes a little wide, gets in the sand trap. Speaking of playing golf, Christopher Rowe taking a little excursion, throwing up some rocks.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you can get up and down.
Noticeably absent from the racing tonight is Jack Lucas, but not missing from the YouTube chat. Hey, Jack, we see you, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Let us know if you think anybody's got anything for Michael Odell, or if it's going to be another TQ perfect weekend, TQ race win, fastest lap, lead them all.
Steve Hansel continuing his charge. He's still got just under 5 seconds up to the next position in class, but he has made 9 positions up after his pit start overall, so he's cleared his way out of the AM field. So that's at least one mission complete for Steve. Next passes he makes will be points gaining.
Might not be a bad idea for Taylor Montague. I don't think Steve's holding him up. Maybe Taylor can use the slipstream and help drag him along. Pull him away from Nick Moffitt. It's like Ron Cabiltas is losing some spots. In a hurry there, it's Benoit and Nick Moffitt get by him for second. So maybe we can look for a replay for Ron Cabiltas. 45-minute mark. 46-minute mark. Ron's going to have to work to get those spots back. Still has Benoit right within his sights. Don't count him out yet. 15 minutes down. Here, let's see. There's Benoit's already in front here.
This may not have been the moment, but he had lost 2 positions by this point.
There's no quit in any of these drivers, especially not Ron. CJ and Francis. CJ has lost some spots. From second place, what happened to CJ? Now I got Francis on his tail. Here's CJ Barzak. Oh, coming on the final corner, turn 10. Kyle Ryan goes by. Really hard. I wonder if he got sausage in there.
Yeah, it just looks like he just overcooked a bit.
Back of the car passes the front of the car.
Sometimes it's not enough junk in the trunk.
Grab a gear and go, though. CJ lost as little time as possible with the 360 pirouette. Give it about a 7, maybe 7.5.
One of those times you're grateful the sim doesn't make a virtual flat spot on all your tires.
Yeah, really. Francis Faustino's eyes are real big now. As Benoit is up the road. Francis looking to get in the 4th spot by putting pressure on CJ. Knowing he might be on tilt, CJ straddles the sausage on the exit.
Trying to find where Ron got
same
past.
exact
Oh,
spot.
there it is. Yep, just overcooked. Plenty of room there so that you can gather the car in without going into the wall, but it's a lot of momentum to lose.
Great car control to not spin out. Just a little 4-wheel drift. Lost him 2 spots, but did not go all the way around. Just showed you 2 different ways to lose 2 positions on the final corner, trying to carry momentum. Again, very important part of the track. Here we can do it again this time. Let's see. We got Michael Harris going on a little side quest. Those dirty, dirty tires.
Yeah. trying to get refocused, going through that after being off track a little bit, getting back online. Not a speed in position you normally are going through sections at on the track.
Right. Right.
Still some visibility left. This track does not have lighting.
Right.
So Ron continues trying to catch Ben Wall, regain the 2 positions that he had lost. Taylor Montague continues holding out a 2-second gap back to Nick Moffitt, leading the AM division. Francis continues to stalk DJ. The cycle's probably starting some point soon. Nobody has taken the pit yet. Well, there is the opportunity for Ron to go up the inside. Not going to push it at this point.
I think Ron has a master plan. Keep applying the pressure, filling up his mirrors, then while going highly defensive till it's time to make that left. One of the few left-handed turns. 6 and 7.
Do not tilt. That is plan.
Don't tilt.
Easier said than done.
Alarms will sound. Ooh, looks like Ron gets a really good run up across the start-finish line, up into turn 1. Is this the time? He's gaining, showing his nose. Is he going to go deep? Does he force a mistake? No, Ben Wall, cool and calm under pressure. Uncle Bilton's going to have to mount another run.
Ben got just a touch deep last time through this section. Ooh. Clean for Ben. Ron carrying a lot of speed, having to slow up extra hard. So he'll continue following. Still no takers yet on the pit cycle. Oh, here we go. CJ the first to dive into the pits.
Right on time. If Francis can stay out, make his
Nick
pit.
Moffitt.
If he stays out a couple of laps.
Nick Moffitt coming in for the first pit stop for the AM division. Everyone else opting to stay out. Nick up for tires, CJ not up for tires. Again, the track temps are very low, especially compared to last week's 132-degree Fahrenheit temperatures at Sebring. So a little bit less punishment on the equipment here.
Great job on the broadcast, by the way. Sorry I missed it, but you did amazing. Flying solo, multitasking the whole time, Adam. Really proud of
Yeah.
you.
As always, you were missed.
Happy to be back in my happy place, right here in the Midwest Motorsports YouTube broadcast with all my friends. Well, not all of them. I have other friends too, but all of my Midwest Motorsports friends. All good. Let's see.
Including the people in Midwest Motorsports with bad attitudes.
That's right. Both of you.
If you want games to call the races you're in, midwest-motorsports.com, you can join in, be in this field racing the Porsche Cup or the Truck Series on Friday nights or the Stock Car Series running the O'Reilly or Xfinity car, however you might know it. That's Sundays. Midwest-motorsports.com. Sign up today. Always free. Here in Mitchell into pit. Only 3 cars having pit. Programming note for viewers that next week will be an off week, so we will be back in 2 weeks. Tuesday, July 14th. Be sure to keep all your fingers attached to your hands this weekend during your 4th of July festivities. Hard to shift without them. Francis in, Taylor in, Ron in, Ben Wall in as well. So
Oh,
you're coming
black
on
flag for Michael Harris speeding in the pit entry, I'm guessing.
May have been an off-track incident. Here we'll get word from race control on
I'm sure.
exactly what transpired.
We will know shortly.
Michael Liddell just making sure not to take too much knockwurst. He's clocking those laps, coming into pit now. So a 1-lap overcut to CJ and Francis. Kyle Ryan coming in as well. Christopher Rowe coming in as well. So this will be when the rest of the pro field comes into pit. The entire AM field has pit except for Rick, who might be coming in now. Not sure where Rick is. Rick had, I believe, an issue with his PC equipment, so he may have been unable to reconnect. So that's unfortunate. So we'll see here. Michael Odell is pitting out before Ian is pitting in. So Michael Odell will maintain a lead, and he's going to be in no man's land. Nobody else is even on this straight currently.
Wonder if he gets lonely. Speaking of friends.
Seems to spend a lot of time with his family.
14 seconds up the road. Here's that race. CJ Barzak trying to get that spot back that he lost in the pit lane exchange. He gets by Francis Faustino. Francis coming back at him, though. Gets alongside, but leaves plenty of room for CJ. What a great move. Great racing.
Hard to be lonely when you spend your Tuesday nights with Jack Lucas, CJ Barzak, Jason Wahlberg, Kyle Ryan, Michael Odell. The gang's all here.
Christopher Rose moved up into second. He's got Kyle Wright on his tail. This could be a battle that goes on to the end. We're coming up on that halfway point. Went into turn 9. Whoa,
This is
Kyle.
race 3 for Kyle in the Pro Division, making his way up to the pointy end.
I'd say he's holding his own for sure. Great start to the season for Kyle Ryan. A little bit of sausage there. It cost him a little on exit. Christopher Rowe is going to pull away just a little at a time. Okay, you pay for every single mistake you make or mistiming just the slightest bit. This track makes you pay with such a short lap. Probably the shortest lap on the circuit for us. 1:30.
Ooh, side by side now. Going through the inner loop.
Kyle Ryan trying to go around the outside. Can't make it work yet, but Christopher Rowe definitely knows he's there. If he didn't know he's there, now he does for sure. Heart rates accelerating, sweat dropping from the forehead. This is why we sim race.
Are you talking about me?
Hey, even the broadcasters, I'm sweating over here. Sweating for these guys. Having great fun.
I'm only just an hour and a half later, cooling off from my commute home. Respect those heat advisories out there. Make sure that
Sure.
folks you know that need to be careful are careful. Drink some water. Don't take your dog on. Oh, no! Just a bump there from expecting Chris to go a little bit wider. No harm done, but that's going to bring Jason Wahlberg up into the pairing. So now that's a trio. You do not want to look in your rearview mirror and see that angry goose.
The goose wants inside Kyle Ryan. Turn 5, he gets it. It's going to move Kyle back one spot. We'll see how long, if at all, it takes Jason Wahlberg to come around Chris. Let's see if Kyle can stay with Jason Wahlberg and follow the goose through. Great three-way battle for second, third, and fourth right here. But still a lot of racing left.
Once the goose is loose, it's hard to put it back.
Last season's champion. Not to mention Francis Faustino coming up on a lap car, I believe. No, that's CJ. Definitely not a lap car. This again is fourth position.
Yeah, these two have been battling for
Yes. What was I thinking?
30 minutes now.
The nighttime. Hard to separate some of the colors. Maybe I'm getting old.
Oh, Christopher
Oh,
Rowe
Rowe.
just wide out west. I don't know if that's west, left.
Not the conventional line. Look at Wahlberg hanging it out on the outside, leaving just enough room. They don't touch, but car control. Now Kyle Ryan can resume his race with Christopher Rowe. Let's see if Christopher Rowe can get Jason Wahlberg back. So much fun. We're off next week on the road series, like you said, Adam. So you got time to let it all hang out here. You got a week to recover. Enjoy the 4th. Either forget about it or look forward to the next race. It'll be the Silverstone circuit.
That means extra time for practice laps. Keep an eye out for Kyle putting practice laps up, practice sessions, I should say, up.
AJ's car just seems to launch off of that turn 3.
The Amfield just a little bit more spread out. After Ron spun coming out of the final corner, Taylor Montague has been on cruise control. Hopefully he has his high beams on. Keep an eye out for Austrian Deer. Ron's putting down quick times though. Last lap through, Taylor Montague was 131.85. Ron Cavilti's 131.1. So he is clicking time off. He might catch up to Taylor. Got 6 seconds to make disappear. Another half a second faster on that lap. Something happened to Christopher Rowe. We'll take a look here.
On the replay,
It's in third position.
place.
Oh. That is too much knockwurst.
Can you turn down a good sausage though?
He's going to have to come in and get some repairs on that. So that's a bummer. He was running very fast. That's what we've been talking about, that if you get into that position where you allow the sausage curbs to really eat you up, it will not be kind to you.
Word sausage comes from the Latin word saucio, or salt, or salty.
Wow.
It's a way of curing the meat. So hopefully Christopher Rowe's not going to be too salty about that mistake. You can take it, what are we on, lap 24? 23 times you take it the same way, and the 24th time it just bites you back.
Educational on the front, pun on the back.
Right.
Free to watch, folks. Here's Aaron Mitchell with Troy Nissen ahead. This is the closest battle going on track currently. case you missed last week's interviews, James, we learned that Jack Lucas's spirit animal is the beluga, to no surprise. Ron Kabilti's spirit animal is the honey badger.
I did hear that, but it slipped my mind. Thanks for the reminder that I've seen a couple of belugas at the Georgia Aquarium. You can swim with them if you sign up and pay enough money, donate enough money. Very unique creatures in the wild or in captivity. Jack fits that description just right, so I think it's a good spirit animal for Jack.
Jack Lucas, the unique creature. A lot of curb there from Michael.
Oh, gets away with it.
The Atlanta Aquarium is an incredible place. The whale sharks just do not seem real to me.
Enormous.
Just beautiful, beautiful creatures. Little spread back in the field now, a couple seconds between each car. Great pit lane start run for Steve Hansel. He's up 10 overall positions, 2 in class, up to 6th in class after starting in the pit. So he put his head down and forward. With
Only
Ron's
seconds or 2 mistakes away. Christopher Rowe going inside Ron Kabiltis. Not a class battle, but
yeah, this is after getting some repairs, using a fast repair for Christopher after a little too much sausage.
Ron
Ron's
Kabiltis and
still
only
has
5
about,
seconds.
yeah, I was going to say 5 1/4 seconds or so to Taylor. So he's eating about a second and a half out of that time, but 5 seconds left with just under 18 minutes to go. Might be able to get a tow here from Christopher Rowe. Definitely not a bad guy to follow.
Five seconds. I mean, that's one mistake or one slight trip through the gravel trap, and that 5 seconds will disappear really quick.
Taylor's been keeping it pretty clean, though. Logging those laps. You can see just behind. Come down to about 4.3 seconds from Ron now. So Taylor might have to strategically plan for when Christopher Rowe catches him, just to make sure that it's not a twofer.
Aaron Mitchell. Black flag.
I think Benoit has a black flag that might be for incident points. It is.
Too many incidents. You got it.
The off tracks just compound here. See Aaron Mitchell and Troy Nissen just up ahead here. Michael Odell continues on lap 29. "15 minutes left to go." Michael Odell, Jason Wahlberg, Kyle Ryan, and CJ still running under 131. Looking calm in there.
Wonder what he's listening to on his satellite radio. We'll have to ask him if he finishes off the next 14 minutes.
You get 2 months free with your P-Cup card.
All right. Still using all the track and turning out some fast laps. His fastest lap of the race, 129.88. His last lap was 129.9. So only still just a tenth of a second off his fastest. Michael Odell not holding back at all, continuing to step on the throats of the competition. Jason Wahlberg just continues to lose ground. It was 18 seconds, now it's almost 21.
Ian Bakaitis summoned by race control for a drive-through on incident points. Again, with the off tracks, any car contact at all gets you to that 15x really quickly.
Remember,
So we'll go
only
ahead and
5
serve
more to
that.
get you kicked out.
Michael Odell quickly through and on. Right now, the two drivers hunting are Francis Faustino. Christopher Rowe not in class, but to put Christopher Rowe back up in his 7th overall position.
Oh no, Francis Faustino might have a gift coming his way. CJ Barzak has a black flag. I'll give you one guess on what that is good for. Race control will keep us posted shortly, but looks like CJ's going to get a black flag.
It's not the Jolly Roger. Taylor keeping Christopher Rowe behind him for now. See the lights back there in the distance from Ron Cabiltes. Down to about 3 seconds for Ron. It's a matter of if he can eat that up in 11 minutes. The pressure from Christopher Rowe may slow Taylor down just a little bit if he can let him
Looking
through
inside.
without compromising. Just in this intersection with the pressure from Christopher Rowe, Ron's picked up about 7/10. Taylor's going to have to get his hustle on now to maintain that gap with the time remaining.
Suspicions confirmed. CJ Barzak with the drive-through loses a spot to Steve Hansel, but not Christopher Rowe. So, I guess on the good side, CJ Barzak only loses one position. 2 positions, I should say. Francis and Steve both get by. Could be
Yeah,
a lot worse.
Not a short pit lane.
Correct. Ryan getting more incident points added to his total so far. I wonder how close he is to the incident max. Ryan's at. Oh, I thought I saw it. I don't have that on my display.
Under 2 seconds now for Ron. So he continues
Do
to
not
draw.
count him out.
Continues to draw in. We might see a battle for the lead here with minutes remaining on the clock.
8.5 minutes. You know, with the minute 30, that's like 6 laps, maybe 5 or 6 laps. Who's got the focus, the drive, the determination at night? All your senses close in. Concentration for a full hour. Not easy. Nice and smooth on steering inputs for Ron Cabiltas around these corners. No counter steer, no flicking, just smooth, consistent, good gear shifts. Ron Cabilta's leading the points right now. Justin Shoup not having the greatest race, still in 4th, up 2 from his qualifying. Justin Shoup second in points.
Yeah, Justin's been
Doing well
consistent
through.
going back a couple seasons.
Glad to see Justin having good runs.
He's got race leader Michael Odell behind him now. Under a second. Taylor's trying to snake and break the toe.
Why do I feel like this is deja vu where Taylor Montague's looking really strong up until the last 4 or 5 minutes of the race? Not sure if Taylor puts it in a cruise control and gets off his rhythm a little bit and lets everybody come back to the race, or I don't think there's one big mistake that he makes. Lap times just drop off. Taylor Montague almost, 8/10 of a second from his fastest lap.
I believe he took tires at the pit stop. Either way, Christopher Rowe coming through added something for him to think about rather than just clicking those laps off.
Right.
Difficult in the division where the other class might have a little more experience, a little more speed to determine how much to race and battle and how much to play for your own points.
Well, the timing tower says 2.9, 4.3 seconds between Taylor Montague and Ron Cabiltas. But from my eyes, he is there. He's on him. Might as well be 0. Oh no, Justin Shute loses 2 spots right away. Aaron Mitchell and Troy Nissen. Justin Shute, we just talked about him. Dropped 2 spots. Let's see if we can get a replay. Oh,
Ooh,
sideways. Does
car's
a good job
clean,
not
but
hitting anything.
yeah, just got too much curb on the inside there.
Turn 10 bites again.
Decided to eat too much sausage.
You can't keep up with the Austrian. They're just more seasoned at sausage.
Hey, Brian, we see you. Brian Sarton, thanks for joining us on the YouTube channel. You're just in time to watch the race for the lead in the AM division. Taylor Montague in the Gander, the black car. You're leading. Ron Cabilta is the points leader. In second now with 4 minutes to go. I think we should have at least 3 more laps, maybe. Very defensive line for Taylor Montague. Still carries good exit speed here. The race is on for the win in the
Michael
AM
Odell
division.
just about to come through and complete another lap.
Michael Odell can probably make a run through pit lane and still hold off Jason Wahlberg. Taylor Montague, little wheel spin on the exit. Ron Cabilta gives him a little space.
Not sure if you saw that. The command on the rear of Taylor Montague's car, it says, choose violence.
We've talked to Ron. We talked to both of these guys several times. I haven't seen a violent bone in either of them. Ron Cabilta is going to keep him honest.
Odell continues. Jason Wahlberg about 10 seconds behind him. This battle is 3/10 of a second apart. Nobody else appears to be within 3 seconds. Michael Odell coming to complete another lap. Ron just looking at the outside. Not quite enough room to get side by side there. This is your AM division win battle. Oh no, Taylor just gets too deep. Has to really slow to gather it in, and Ron's just going to take that opportunity to go around.
Turn 4. Taylor Montague could have skipped that chicken bone meal for lunch. Here we go in a replay coming down. Into turn 4. No charge. No real attempt at an overtake from Ron. This is all Taylor just taking a different arc. Completely different apex line, racing line from all the other 37 laps that we've seen Taylor run.
Yeah, just in too tight, getting some understeer there, asking a lot of the car and the tires at this stage of the race. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's going to be frustrated with that.
Maybe driving in the mirrors, and it's still Goes from bad to worse. He's luckily has 20 seconds back to third place. But the red mist has taken over, but it's all rainbows and strawberries for Roncabiltas.
Like white flag for
Our leader, who just turned his fastest lap of the race, that last lap, 129.799. That's hauling the mail. Light fuel load.
entire straight back to Jason Wahlberg, who is not slow.
He had to work his way back from some early adversity. Jason Wahlberg quickly made it back up to second place, and by that time, Michael Odell was gone. You know, the semi-pro Michael Odell, real-world racing experience, being able to put complete race together as part of being a good driver, winning championships.
CJ letting Steve know he's there. Christopher Rowe letting CJ know he's there. We've seen a significant drop in flashing related behavior here this season. There's some flashing from Michael Odell coming through to win the race. Nick Moffitt gonna lock in third. Great run for him. Looks like Troy Nissen. Troy Nissen may have caught a drive-through right there at the last gasp.
Oh no, did he?
Aaron Mitchell coming in fourth. Yeah, white flag to black flag pipeline is not one you want to be on. Jason Wahlberg coming through second. Aaron Mitchell fourth. Nick Moffitt third.
Ryan finishes off strong third in the pro division.
Give it up for
Francis.
Steve. Steve with from a pit lane start in eighth up to fifth. And then some work. Seventh position for Christopher Rowe. And here comes Ron Cabiltes for the win. Taylor Montague able to hold down second there. He'll be frustrated, though, just at the end of the race to have had that go wrong for him, just to break late. Run down your race results here while we get ready to talk to the race winners.
Go ahead, Adam, if you can. Oh, the music's too loud, let me know.
Michael Odell, pole to flag, first place. What a good distance on the rest of the field. Lots of, again, as we've seen before, lots of off tracks causing issues. Spins, the curbing here, just difficult to avoid. Jason Wahlberg second, Kyle Ryan, his first podium in the pro division. Nice run from Francis Faustino, battling his way up to fourth. Steve Hansel from pit lane up into fifth. CJ Barzak sixth, Christopher Rowe seventh, and Ian Bakaitis eighth. In the AM division, taking advantage of Taylor Montague just maybe doing a little too much driving in the rearview mirror, getting a little offline in the final laps. Ron Kabilti is taking the third straight victory in the AM division. Taylor Montague, after running a great race, just not able to take it across the line, second position. Nicholas Moffitt third, Aaron Mitchell fourth, Justin Shoup fifth, Ben Wall sixth, Troy Nissen seventh, Michael Harris eighth, Rick Lundgren nine, and I don't believe David Wortman took the start. They weren't able to get that car out on track. Those are your
Still waiting
results.
for Michael Odell to come in.
Michael Odell is now up in here, and Ron is as well.
My bad. Welcome, guys. Ron Kabiltis, you hunted him down. You didn't let him go. And Taylor Montague apparently is now in a fist fight. He's got his hands around the neck of his crew chief, and he had to save fuel at the end. And he was not expecting. He just barely finished the race with enough fuel to cross the start-finish line. But that does not take anything away from your win, Ron. You still got all the points. Congratulations on another great victory. How did it go out there?
It was definitely rough in the beginning. There was some crazy battles the start of the race with Rick and Nick Moffitt, but it was pretty chaotic in the beginning. But I had a couple drift moments in the middle of the race. But I managed to catch up to Taylor, and it was a fun battle with him.
Maybe more than a drift moment or two. I think you lost a couple spots and had to reel him back in.
Yeah.
Well, good job. What you got for Ryan there, Adam?
Not a whole lot. I mean, we've already talked so much in the past couple weeks. What was going through your mind as you were trying to whittle down the gap that you had? It was about 6 to 8 seconds at one point, with maybe 18 minutes left in the race. What were you focused on while you were trying to make that gap up and get back to Taylor's bumper?
Yeah, it was just, being consistent. Like I mentioned, like my goal for the beginning of the season was just be consistent and try not to overdrive the car, and just let the race come to me. Towards the end, I saw Chris Rowe come at the pits, and I knew if I battled him, I would lose some time against Taylor. So I just let him go for a bit, and I would just kind of followed him to catch up to Taylor towards the end.
Absolutely. Difficult to keep Christopher Rowe behind you for too long. Taylor tried for maybe a couple laps to keep him behind, but it's definitely a losing battle to keep Christopher Rowe behind you. Just difficult to keep that speed back there. But the Honey Badger is continuing to put together consistent races and keep it clean, able to come back and take advantage of the unfortunate mistake there for Taylor and take the win. So congrats on that. Enjoy the off week, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
Yep. Thank you both. Have a good night.
Good night. Congratulations, Ron.
Thank you.
And Michael Odell, another perfect race weekend for Michael. TQ race win, fast lap. Not much more you could do there, Michael. Congratulations. The people want to know what station you have your satellite radio tuned to in the car there while you're by yourself, 20 seconds ahead of everybody else.
I didn't have any radio. I just had to pee really bad, and that somehow brought the best laps of the race.
Yeah, your fastest lap, 129.799 came. The white flag, taking the white. So, great race. I know you've done a lot of laps here before. There was a lot of action right behind you. Were you just still focused forward? Were you seeing some of the 3-wide action behind you and making you feel even better about how the race is going to go?
I kept tabs on the fights. I didn't really see if there were 2, 3 wide. I just saw the relative box, and I'd see they're near each other, and it was kind of just those. Okay, they're fighting. Just clean laps. Be nice to the car as much as I can, because I was running a really different line versus everyone else in the last sector. So it took a lot more precision not to just fly off the track, and a few times I caught 1Xs there. So, bit of both.
only a couple of drivers have led laps this whole season. Between you and Jack Lucas, I think you've led them all with today's dominating victory of 40 laps. It's going to bring your laps led total up to 94 out of, 40 laps. Yeah, 94 out of a total of 108. 14 laps led for Jack Lucas on the season. That's a pretty dominant, pretty big statement you're making there, Michael. What do you think about the off week and what we're going to see at Silverstone?
Well, with off week, at least it's gonna be time to practice. Silverstone really isn't one of my strong tracks, so I'm definitely gonna need to put some good time in and really learn the where you can and can't. Red Bull was obviously crazy strong for me, which is good because Sebring was kind of one of those backwards ones. So the extra week will be great for figuring out Silverstone, bring a strong fight there.
Adam has a question for you.
That's right.
I just sent Adam a quick little chat, but we've been
People
polling all the drivers as they come in.
Yeah, people need to know, Michael, what is your spirit animal?
I have no idea. I will get back to you at Silverstone when I figure that out.
Wow. Gonna have to win to get the answer.
Yep. That's my thing. I have to figure out the spirit animal and then I have to win so I can tell you.
All right. Well,
All
the honey
right.
badger and the beluga are taken.
Okay.
Right on. Your dad was watching from the golf course the whole time, and he never doubted you. Either do we. We saw you start to finish. Congratulations on another dominating performance, Michael.
Appreciate it. That was a solid result. Hopefully just have the off week and bring it to Silverstone so I can tell you guys the spirit animal.
Looking forward to it. All right, that's a wrap from the Red Bull Ring in Austria. At night, the tire temperature stayed cool. I think that led to some of the great racing that we saw. Adam, any other final thoughts?
No, I mean, quite a cliffhanger there at the end. People are going to be wondering all week long. So get onto social media, wherever you put your post, hashtag Michael Odell Spirit Animal. Share what you think Michael Odell's spirit animal might be. We'll find out next week. I don't think we need to ask Jason Wahlberg his spirit animal.
Right, we know that one. My question is going to be, I had it and I just lost it. That might be the whiskey talking. Nope, it's gone. It was a thought.
We'll catch that one in 2 weeks as well.
That's right. Stay tuned.
Everyone
all
have
good.
a happy and safe 4th of July this weekend. Wherever you may be.
That's right. Until then, for all the Midwest Motorsports admins that make this league great, I'm James J. For Adam Sondag, telling you to stay in your lane.
And I approve of this message.
The following is a presentation of the Midwest Motorsports broadcast team, consisting of Midwest Motorsports Mr. Everything, Josh Watt, broadcast producer and race control. On the comms and cams for the oval side, it's the man with the golden microphone, Michael Harris Jr.
We're here. We're all here ready to go. Pace car is in. Green flag waves from the stand.
And for the road side, it's me and Adam.
I am Adam Sondag. You're stuck with me.
And I'm James J., the voice of Midwest Motorsports, where signups are always open and always free. Friday nights are for the Truck Series, Sunday nights for the Stock Car Series, and Tuesday nights, the Road Series takes the track. Don't forget to like the video on the way in. Go to midwest-motorsports.com today. Okay, DW, take it away.
Let's go racing, boys!
And I approve of this message.